Yeah,
Did you see how I walked you through all of that?
come on, come on. What, what's your thoughts when you hear that?
Oh, she had a benefactor. Ariel, you goofy. I knew it. I ain't gonna say it here, but I knew it. Grand opening, grand closing. Boy, we don't believe you. You need more people. Oh, you gotta love hip hop.
Come on. What's your thoughts when you hear Jay-Z say it's not in his DNA to settle regarding that allegation?
Yeah, I can see that.
He said it's not in his mo.
Yeah, no, I mean he spends so much time lying about being innocent. I could see why that would be a big deal for him. But the truth is, he should have just followed all those white boys that he likes to emulate and just paid. Should just paid. Just paid. Pay and get it over with. Shit, pay Nikki, get it over with. Pay me, get it over with. Just pay.
Man, come on now. Oh man, dollar makes the world go round.
But see, he's such a tight bastard, you know? He probably got Jimmy Hoffa up there with his first dollar.
They say that's how the rich get richer.
I mean,
Save a little, save a little.
yeah, save a little, save a lot, save a whole.
Damn. Okay, well, with that being said, Jag, this is that point in time to where you had mentioned, of course, some people came at your GoFundMe. We want
Oh
to
yeah,
reverse, yeah, we want to reverse all that because,
yeah.
the truth not only can set you free, but of course, the truth is never incentivized, but it is applauded. So we want to make sure that we reiterate what your GoFundMe is. If you got a new one or if it's the same one, uh,
No, it's the one that we put up. It's Jaguar Wright Legal Defense Fund on GoFundMe. We appreciate, because honestly, we need to raise this money. We're trying to raise 75,000. 75,000 should be enough to get Dallas back in line with trying to act like they give a about my constitutional rights, and to be able to hire the investigators that I need to go after cyber stalkers that have been trying to torture me, allegedly on behalf of a very, very, very rapper.
yeah, no, without question. And the kind of fans that you have, I'm sure there's one or two that is just itching to even just say, "Hey, let me take care of the whole thing." But can
Let
you
me tell you
reiterate?
something. Let me
Reiterate.
tell you. I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I've said it on numerous occasions for years. I've gotten millions of views. My views have totaled into the billions on all the sites and everything. Unfortunately, they weren't my views on my platforms that I got paid for. No, I was hampered. I was hamstrung. I've had to fight harder than anybody to have a monetized platform, and they still play with all of my. But everybody else can get rich off of my name, right? But that's how it was set up. And all I've y'all make all the money that you want to make. But man, if I could get a dollar for every view, if I could get a dollar for every view for one of the videos we've done, that would be more than enough money for me to take care of all of this and be able to launch cruelty-free artistry so I could get back to making music and making art. And not only that, discovering new talent and giving them a pathway to independence and freedom as an artist to sell direct to consumer without having to worry about being swallowed up by companies like Rock Nation and Sony and all this other shit. Fucking, oh my God, that shit with David thinking about all of the soulless bastards at Interscope that are sitting there trying to pretend. When that little girl is gone, she's dead. And they're still playing with Celeste Hernandez. She was 14. She didn't even make it to 15. She was cut up in a car. Industry related.
Wow. Wow. With that being said, Jag, you know
From
how we do at this
fucking
time.
Diddy to David, man, I'm telling you that Storm Monroe, that little see you next Tuesday, making this content.
Yeah, where does things lie with Storm Monroe at
Fuck
this moment?
him.
Oh,
That
goddamn.
6 years ago, he tried to label me a child predator with someone that Tasha K hired. And I'm not saying allegedly because the boy said so. He said so on Nosy Ho's platform. She offered him $3,000 to lie and say that I had essayed him. 2024, that awful AI video where they tried to rig it and then do a re-premiere to make it look like it was an actual current video, to take my words and twist them, AI alter them to make it sound like I said that Jay-Z me when I didn't say that. I was talking about that was sent after me. And then after they used it to try to destroy my name and destroy my credibility, now they won't even present the video. I got a bunch of people questioning me about it. Oh, well, you backtrack. Well, after Pierce Morgan and the way you lied on Jay-Z and said that Jay-Z did, I said I never said that. I keep telling people it was AI Alta, but unfortunately, Storm Monroe and Andre Turner Jr., also known as AT2, A2 Titties ass fag. Anyway, they both aired that. Gave it to the Star Report, gave it to Media Takeout, and then Media Takeout ended up kicking it up to TMZ. And now, don't nobody want to produce the evidence. Want to know why? Because the metadata will show that they actually AI altered that to try to frame me into saying something. Now, he's sitting there trying to convince people that I'm a scam artist and a thief, saying that I stole his friend's money when the truth is, I didn't steal. His friend was working with him to try to set me up. And his friend got his music, got his song, got everything that he was supposed to get, and got it in record time. While I had to wait for him to pay me down like a Christmas club account. His payments were 6 weeks late. He got his product ahead of schedule. And I gotta have Storm Monroe. And it's just, I'm sick and tired of this little like I am. I'm just tired of him. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of Tasha K. I'm tired of all of her merry band of weirdos. But Storm Monroe, for him to be able to keep getting online, this is the third time. So clearly, this is malicious intent. He needs to be sued. I intend to serve him in the next like couple weeks. He's getting served. And he needs to produce that video so it can be examined. The problem is he's not going to do it because it's only going to incriminate him, which will throw his little in jail where he belongs, honestly. And he should take Tasha with him. Like there's too much fraud online, and I'm sick and tired of people using me to do it. So meanwhile, they're attaching these stories. First, the story was that I wanted the GoFundMe to pay off the Brian to pay for legal fees for the Brian McKnight lawsuit and for the Ariel Mitchell kid Ashley Parham lawsuit, which were both dismissed last year. Why would I be starting a GoFundMe this year to worry about paying for legal representation for lawsuits that were dismissed last year? But see, didn't nobody want the public to know that they were dismissed because everybody wants people to think that, oh, she has legal troubles, right? Because that's what it says on AI edited Google. Talk about me, unsubstantiated. Google prints more lies than than the Jay-Z. So yeah, please donate to my legal defense fund. I appreciate it because I need
Yes,
every dollar that I can to fight these
and that new Cash App is again. Speak. Say it again,
cruelty-free artistry.
please. Thank you.
That's it,
Thank
with
you.
one Y, not with two, because the fraud's already put up a fraud cash with the two Y's on it. trying to say it's the recommended one so people will donate to the assholes and not to my company. I have a legitimate nonprofit organization. We are a 501c3.
There you go.
What's the problem? I can't raise money for my nonprofit organization? Everybody else can. But I can't get funding. I can't go out and get independent funding and raise funds with the people for my NPO. Which is why we set up the legal defense fund, so people didn't have to worry about giving the money to us directly. It would be going to a GoFundMe, which is a credible source, and we're going to be transparent with how the money is used. So what's the problem? But no, I'm a scam artist. I'm a liar. Like literally, my GoFundMe hit. EUR Web magazine did an article on it talking about Jaguar Wright is looking for $16,000 for legal defense. The internet could use a good laugh. They actually said that. They're supposed to be a credible news source. And guess what? MSN covered that. All based off of shit that they found in Google from the 45 different YouTubers that attacked my GoFundMe and said it was a scam, and I was a scam artist, and I was a fraud, and I stole from people and did all of this other shit that I didn't do.
You're still the algorithm.
You know, I wish I could turn it into a lasso and choke out every last one of these weird.
Real life.